Yo, new day, new do. I gotta double check real quick that this thing is actually recording. Alright. That's good. Okay, so essentially right now my setup is really scuffed because I'm in the middle of upgrading a lot of shit. Mainly for the fact that I can play Monster Hunter Wilds. And that's it right now. I mean, I generally needed an upgrade, a huge upgrade. But now I've gotten a small upgrade, and then hopefully later I can upgrade again, you know, now that I actually know somewhat what to do. Instead of just sitting on my ass waiting for like 8 years again. So, yeah, I now have a new GPU, a new graphics card, the Intel Battle Mage fully installed and ready to go. And all the bullshit that I dealt with like a couple days ago with all the rebar things, or resizable bar, or whatever else it's called. It's called something else. It's called the acronym is CAM, which is I don't even know, something clever allocated memory or something like that. Let's just pretend that I nailed exactly what it stands for. Essentially, just allocating a bunch of shit on the computer so it just runs better, or on the graphics card so it runs better. So I now don't have to deal with that because I have both a new motherboard and a new CPU that I and bro just installed today, and unlike with my GPU, everything just kind of worked. So, yeah, shout out, I guess. I would not have come so far if I didn't have bro to backseat game me, while pulling my entire computer apart and putting it together again around a new motherboard, also on a new CPU. A CPU was way easier to install than I initially thought. I thought it was like a whole ass operation that like took, you know, very careful, precise shit. I don't know. It felt kind of underwhelming, I gotta be honest, but it's it is what it is. It is what it is. It's easy as fuck, and I could have easily done it myself, but now you know, now I am fully secured now. I have full faith that everything works properly because bro was involved. Also, you know, we had to pull out all the little fucking wires and shit going in and out of the motherboard. And just, I don't know, if I can put them back together where they were, I guess. The motherboards, they are very similar. I gotta be honest, because of course they're meant to be. So it's just, you know, the painful part of it is just, you know, remembering where the wires go and making the wires reach the new motherboard, because the new motherboard I got is, you know, it's not a new motherboard, but it's way newer than the one I had. So it can actually support my new CPU. It is a 12th generation Intel 5 i5, I'm pretty sure. So that's a huge upgrade from the one I had before, which was a 7th gen, if I remember correctly. It's old as fuck. And you know, that whole thing with, I think it caps at like 10th gen or something, 9th gen. Where if you want a newer CPU than that, you gotta get a new motherboard also. So of course I had to fucking get that. You know, I ordered it like, you know, less than 2 days ago. And it's already here, and I kinda half expected to just not really have it before I went home to my parents' place for the weekend and, you know, do stuff there. But no, I'm completely fine. Actually, what time is it? When do I have to go? Okay, I have time. I have time. Is it recording still? It is recording still. Alright. I gotta catch a bus, or at least try to catch a bus at 5:21, and then I gotta, you know, pack some shit first for a couple days to survive a couple days, and I have to change out of my homeless clothes, and then also, you know, actually catch the bus as it's leaving. You know, I have some time though. Unless I get a new record here somehow, unless I get to Slime, beat Slime, just stumble all the way. I don't know. I usually these runs are usually either 10 minutes long or shut up. Either 10 minutes long or like 30 minutes long. And not a second more. I don't know, that's what I plan at least, usually. But yeah, now that I have that, I finally had the option to go and enable the rebar so that my GPU actually runs, you know, very smoothly. Oh, thunder! At least compared to, you know, it runs very smoothly compared to the price and the old GPU I had. That was, you know, it was fine, but it was beginning to be kinda ass. Again, especially with Wilds coming out, because Wilds, it takes a lot out of your PC, man. It's a huge reason why I upgraded. It's just because I just really want a good experience with Wilds. What? Okay, don't care. Probably not important. Yeah, that's what we've been doing like the entire day. The biggest hassle of, you know, changing the motherboard is essentially just, you know, making the wires fit and taking them out, because they were all like strapped on to, you know, they were actually cable managed. The one I got was not a, you know, I didn't build it myself. I didn't get my parents to build it or something. I straight up just bought it as is, and, you know, made my dad look at the specs or something, because he, you know, I was a child back when I got this little fucker here. It's a long ass time ago, but that didn't stop anybody from, I want to say completely fucking up the wires, but that's just, you know, it was actually pretty neatly tied together. It was just a fucking drag getting it. Also because we didn't really have a, I know I have a box cutter somewhere, but for the life of me I cannot find it. So we just had to pull out a little, like, the smallest kitchen knife we could, and, you know, thank God we have sharp knives. Otherwise, that would have been a fucking disaster. Trying to make those. Fucking hell, shit. Yeah, that would have been a disaster overall. But thankfully, it worked out fine. It's I still haven't gotten, you know, closed the actual cabinet. Probably should do that before something happens, before I stick my foot in there and kick everything around. Which of course is gonna happen if I just leave it as is. But right now it's just, I've just left it open. It's chilling. The computer's working. I probably should do something about that, but oh well. It is what it is. But, you know, now I can finally, during this next week, I can finally play Borderlands 1 on, you know, insane graphics. I also booted up the benchmark for Monster Hunter Wilds benchmark, because I haven't actually done that, because I knew that I would very much want to upgrade. And I think on high settings, you know, it's essentially just like a long ass cutscene it takes you through. You just have to sit there and let it do its thing. But essentially, throughout the entire thing, on high graphics, I got a good score, which is insane for Monster Hunter Wilds. I think I averaged like 85 or something FPS, which is crazy. But you know, of course, I also had a new GPU. I shouldn't be surprised that it actually works. But I'm hyped about it. I'm psyched that something I did actually fucking worked. So yeah, shout out to me. Also, you know, all the fucking shit that I had to go through with the BIOS and, you know, booting up, fucking booting up through a USB stick, changing all the, fiddling with System 32, you know, it was a scary fucking process and probably very unnecessary. Actually not that unnecessary. It was quite necessary, but you know, it's a tedious ass fucking task that I didn't want to do. But you know, I guess at some point I had to be forced into that. Like I had to get the solo BIOS experience, because I remember when I was, you know, when I was a little child, you know, I just kind of sat there in the background while my dad did a bunch of shit in the BIOS and restarted the computer a bunch of times and just, you know, did some computer magic. I don't know. I was not very interested in what was going on back then, but you know, it was just some computer magic. I didn't really know what the hell I was even looking at. There was so much going on. So, you know, it's kind of cool getting a little level up in this particular aspect of knowledge of, I don't know. I don't know where I'm getting at. This is a dead end. I cannot transition to anything else. Anyway, what do we need to talk about? What do I have for updates? I don't really have anything. I just kind of work has been working, I guess. I don't know. I have a bunch of like quote-unquote short work days. Those days being like 6-7 hours instead of 10 hours. So that's pretty cool. What else? what else do I have? What else have I got updated? I already updated you that I beat Gardenia, the second gym. On my way up through the Galactic Tower now, and I don't know, I beat like 2 trainers since last time, I think. Not too much to update on, I gotta be honest. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a bunch of free shit from work from my boss that I just kinda, you know, they need to throw it out anyway or like give it away, so why not give it away to your employees and make them happy? Which I guess is working. So we got a fucking day 1 of my haul. I got home with a printer and a stereo, a new fucking stereo. Which I guess I've just kind of smacked them into the middle of the living room and not really done anything else with them. So yeah, that's that. I got like a solid 7 liters of a really shitty beer that my roommates are all shitting on, even though I said, yeah, this beer is ass, and they said no, but it's free beer. But now they're all turning their backs on me and pretending like I wasn't right the entire time. Also, they're blaming me because it's not the one they thought it was, because they're fucking idiots. All of them, every single one of them. Yeah. What was my haul? Yeah, some fucking new glass, some new cups and shit. You know, special edition with like fucking fancy beer logos on them. That's when I got home yesterday, and then we immediately started drinking in order to celebrate. That was a lie. We wasn't celebrating. We were celebrating that we made it halfway through the week. So yeah. Happy Thursday. I don't know. It's I sometimes I just feel like I don't really have anything to update you on, and I guess I'm sorry about that, but you know, it's yeah, I guess this is a good time to stop, I guess. Yeah, I ran out of shit. Alright, now I have to constantly double check if it's actually recording. Yeah, I really gotta get some adapters, because this, I don't have integrated graphics anymore, and this entire thing is, like, my entire setup is run off of one HDMI cable set up to one screen. Usually just have OBS on a second screen, but I don't have a second screen right now. Womp womp. Anyway, I gotta get going. Bye.